Today we play Best of One.
The only one in Best of One.
What? Virginia taxes?
Ta-da!
Lorwyn. This is standard. Cub. Badger freaking mole cub. Hello and welcome back to another day in the arena. It's me, it's CGD. Who am I? Forgot. I'm a little sick. Got something in my throat. Can't talk. And what do I know happened? I know that in Portland, Badger Mole Cub won the event. Get ready, guys. Get ready for a cub-tastic spring. So here's the pile that got the job done. Nature's Rhythm deck built basically around Badger Mole Cub. Get cub, copy cub. It's got 4 mockingbirds, 4 cubs, and then a number of the mana dorks you have seen online, and Nature's Rhythm to go find them again and again and again. But it does have some weird packages. It's like the toolboxiest toolboxy deck of all of the toolboxy decks to ever hold a toolbox. And Tristan, I don't know if I'm going to say it right, Wild LaRue, absolutely crushed the competition all the way to a first place finish with this baby. So do we have new Lorwyn Eclipse cards? Yeah, the one that stands out is Formidable Speaker, because green decks really needed more consistency to tutor up their Badger Mole Cubs or other toolboxy effects in the deck. So 4 copies of the Jean-Emmanuel Deprat art inspired Formidable Speaker. And then we do have an Explosive Prodigy, which might be a card that you missed unless you draft. 1 in red for a 1/1. When it enters, it deals X damage to target creature an opponent controls, where X is the number of colors among permanents you control. In this 4-color pile, it's not unreasonable to get this to deal 3 to 4 damage, so it is a tutorable creature that when it enters will kill something on the opponent's side of the board. A couple other 1-mana things that the single copy of Bright Glass Gear Hulk can tutor up are Seam Rip and Melt Strider's Resolve, a card that's starting to see some play, which I really like in terms of a fight effect that is also an aura that also buffs one of your creatures. So that's the removal in the deck, really, is the Explosive Prodigy, the Seam Rip, and the Melt Strider's Resolve. All tutorable either through the creature tutor or through the Bright Glass Gear Hulk. Once you have a board just full of nonsense, you go get Craterhoof Behemoth and you smash, and that's about it. That's the deck. So we do have a sideboard for you, best of 3 psychopaths, and there are a couple more little new cards here and there, like Glen Elendra Guardian and more Melt Striding Resolve. That's not really new, but Edge of Eternities, we haven't seen a lot of it. It is really popular in sideboards in Best of One. There is a Wistfulness and a Hollowed Fountain down there to help cast some of these sideboard cards. But hey guys, are you ready for the Cub era? It won the big event. It won the big tournament. So we got to go play it on ladder and see if it passes the Best of One test. Is the rhythm gonna get you? Let's dive in. Let the nonsense begin. We are on the draw with a turn 2 Leyline Weaver into Rhythm. I don't know. This doesn't look particularly exciting, does it? Especially on the draw where you want a mana dork on 1. So let's go. We have a Seam Rip. It's an answer to a turn 1 play from the opponent. The Craterhoof is definitely the mulligan. The River Regent isn't that great to have in opening hand either, but if you have big expensive cards in your deck as one-ofs, you will draw them in your opener. It is statistically fact. What do you know? Here we go. So just gonna remove that, I'm sure. Does that mean we start on starting town? Why not? Might have more information next turn with which to determine what to do with Multiversal Passage. You just gotta go right at them. Okay, Reviver of the Hive is a really good card. You know what else is? Yeah, Badger Mole Cub. Green, pay 2 life. Do we cub up or do we weave? Next turn, Weaver into other Weaver, but if we draw a land, Cub. It is interesting. I guess I'm going to start on this Weaver. hide the cub. I don't know what they have to interact with it or anything. Mockingbird is anything on the battlefield though, so that's probably the biggest consideration. Oh look, it's a bajillion freaking creatures for 3 mana. It's nice. But they don't send Drunith. Cub it up. Cub a dub dub. Okay. So we can just go get another cub here. Or we can get the other Weaver on the field and do nothing with this mana. Let's do that. Oh yeah, that's right, it untaps. Pretty good. Bring you alive. Bring this out. Wow. Okay. So with these, are we just crater hoofing next turn? I haven't done the math ever in my life. And I'm not gonna start here. Oh look, our opponent's a double cub gamer. Hey, we were on the draw. Remember that seam rip? Okay, they've got Tyvar, but do they have the mana to activate Tyvar? I don't think they do. Yeah, this is very much the other cub deck. Okay, Mockingbird. Good card. How do we do? If we copy another cub, almost certainly we'll have the rhythm, right? I mean, I haven't done the math, but seems pretty good. So let's go blue. Hi. We're alive. All right, green. Green. 9. So, and like this, I think. Does that work? How much mana is that? 13. Yeah, that's enough. Submit 0. Auto pay. I don't even need to reduce the cost. Ladies and gentlemen, Magic the Gathering is a game played by psychopaths. Man, Leyline Weaver is actually a pretty important part of the deck, isn't it? I attack you for... Is that like 70? I bet it's 69 damage. That's what I bet it is. What's up, Mesa Falcons? Today's video is brought to you by boot.dev. More from them in a minute. New year, new you, new me, new everything. Well, not everything. One thing hasn't changed. A sponsor of this channel, boot.dev. Ready to become a software developer? Boot.dev will take you from beginner to expert the fun way through a hands-on RPG-like experience. The industry doesn't need any more AI NPCs. It needs people like you. Boot.dev will teach you back-end web development from start to finish in Python, SQL, and Go. You learn to code by doing what you'll actually be doing at the job, which is building real projects. All of Boot.dev's content is free to read and watch, so you can dive right in and let that nonsense begin right away at no cost. But a paid membership unlocks the interactive features. This is much more like gaming and much less like school. You earn XP, levels, achievements, and you complete quests. You even get to fight bosses, all while learning to code. The median salary for a back-end developer in 2024 was over $100,000 a year. There's a 30-day no questions asked refund policy if you aren't satisfied or this just isn't for you. So do something fun, do something exciting. Use your creativity and your talent to get paid. Go to boot.dev now and use my code CovertGoBlue. You'll get 25% off your first year when you choose the annual plan. The QR code is on the screen. You can scan that. The link is in the description. You can click that. There's a pinned comment over there. You can click that. There's no excuse for not doing what you need to do if you want to upgrade your potential. Thank you to boot.dev for sponsoring my channel. And now, back to the video. We go first. We have a speaker. We have the Verges. We mean, this is gonna move really fast. We don't have a rhythm, and we do have too many lands. Let's just go get a cub. Don't think I need a temple garden when I have 2 verges that are turned on. I think that's right. I can't see a reason that's not right. Just have more mana than every opponent ever. Our opponent named Spider, so this might be Reanimator. So this can go get Hoof, probably. Seems good. Dork up. Make green. Untap it, because why not? Seems just good practice. Play this card. Play this card. Oh no. Discard this. Go get Hoof. Your turn. I don't need to talk about this. We don't need to talk about this, really, do we? Do we need to talk about this? Is describing what happened useful to anyone anywhere on the planet? Riddle me this. What is this hand? There you go. You can put the Prodigy away. Don't have an easy way to cast it here. Elf. Uh-huh. I mean, all that thing does is attack. Not even very impressive, if I'm being real with you. Speaker. Discarding Speaker. I think the Gear Hulk is still worth getting Cub, because Gear Hulk can get 2 Mockingbirds for Cub. We don't have blue yet. That's a bit of a concern. We have blue. We're fine. All right, so green, green, just a little guy. Cool. Cool. I guess we can also Mockingbird, Gear Hulk, Gear Hulk, Gear Hulk, and just go value crazy. And if we draw a rhythm, we just win. All right. I mean, it seems really good. I should have turned this into the creature so I could untap it with the Speaker, though, because I might not be able to cast this. That might be a crucial error. Maybe I need to think a little harder. Yeah, I probably do. That was not great. Who's got reach? Nobody. Oh, this card's nice. This taps for blue. Yeah, if this were alive, I could untap it with the Formidable Speaker mana and cast the Gear Hulk here, which I took for granted, which is not a good way to play the game, kids. Don't do that. Might lose us the game. Because if we had a Gear Hulk going this turn, the Cub would be off the field. Well, they got 2 of them. So let's see if they get to Hoof before we do. Oh, they did. Hey, look at that. Okay. So last turn, if I get that Cub off the field, they probably don't Hoof here, which gives me another turn, which probably helps us enough. Yep. All right. So it's like built into my DNA to awaken the basic lands, to earthbend the basic lands, but you don't have to. And you really probably shouldn't. Have any of these games made it to turn 4? Hard to remember. All right, 2 life. Here's an elf. Here we go. Authority. Our stuff entering tapped is a bit of a pain, but it's fine. Let's see if the opponent can sweep the board in time. We still need blue mana for Riddler. They are playing control. This is the first time we've had to go against it, really. Never mind, they're playing artifacts. Cub down. Formidable Speaker part 2. I think we'll just drop this Hulk. and take this action. Now, what do we want? This is our removal spell, but it doesn't really help against them. Mockingbird gets the value going, but we don't have blue mana. So we probably need a pollinator to make the blue. And then the seam rip can deal with the authority. And we have speakers in hand, so we don't need mockingbirds right now. Do they have cage? It just gets the elves. They got bay. Okay. Another mockingbird. How to do this? We can drop speaker and we can rip the authority. We definitely need to get the pressure on them. We also need to get the pollinator down. It's interesting. All right, let's go with rip the authority. Speak. Riddle down and go get Cub. Swing. Slowing that life gain down. I don't know if it's that important, but it does let us go Cub crazy. And you like getting two creatures out that don't get swept up by cage. I mean, I'm sure they get synthesizer, but they can't use it this turn. We don't really have a way to get the synthesizer off the field other than Meringue River Regent, which is really expensive, and we still don't have blue mana on the regular. That is a beautiful draw. Okay, let's go. Let's go. It's got to be like this. Pick that up. Make that blue. And tap there. Could go for the Gear Hulk multiple Mockingbird line, but I think we just want to do this right now. And do we want to save this for next turn? Don't think so. I just don't think there's anything I can get this turn that's going to do the job. The dragon is really nice though. I just don't have double blue to make it to like cast it if they cage, which I should assume they're going to do something like cage, right? So what do I really need? Do I need a Riddler? I guess so. Riddler's pretty good here. That reloads nicely. It's just too bad I don't have one more blue. And the story of the game kind of falling behind on blue. All right, if they cage, these come back. The Cubs go, the speakers stay. It's still an attack for 8. It's gonna be close. Yep, and they make a 4/4. And they can bay, but there's nothing here they want to bay. So do they have a 2-drop? Lucky them. All right. Yeah, getting this to a 5/5 is pretty huge. All right. Now what? Ouch. Probably dead next turn. So that means probably dead. I could hold back some blockers. Untap another target permanent. Yep. All right. Warp. We've got the Regent. No, the Regent's still in the deck, but that's, you know what I mean. Mockingbird could be a construct. I don't really have any artifacts. I have this artifact. Mockingbird, copy of any creature. So it can't be the seam rip. Yeah, I think I'm just passing, which is not good. Am I dead? Wait for it. Pretty dead. So what could I have done? The blue mana thing was a pain. It felt like I was going for it otherwise. Felt like I was doing the job for a minute there. Okay, I guess it has to be speaker. We also didn't draw rhythm. Not drawing rhythm is pretty painful. All right, any of you do anything here? This doesn't really kill one of them. Cub doesn't really get me anywhere. Yep, let's scoop it up. All right, so the authority, should I have bothered with getting rid of authority? I guess I'm just trying to combo there, but you can't really do it through the bay and the cage. Maybe artifacts are a decent solution if they go first. On the draw, we've got Llanowar elves and Mockingbird and rhythm and such. So let's hope the rhythm is in fact going to get them. Double elves. Double elves is nice. Do we Mockingbird an elf? All right, snap it off. They're gonna play the removal. Dot deck. Can we keep up? Weaver. I think we just want to get two things out. Flying elf. So that they can't just shoot down one and be fine. Okay, they make spider. Does have reach. Green, I suppose. See, now when the auto play is to go get Cub, like, isn't it kind of clear now? Honestly, guys, that Cub is too cheap. Like, we will gladly pay 4 mana for it in a heartbeat. Yeah. Sheltered by ghosts, sure. My Cub. You want to attack me? I'll just block and get it back, so you can't. That's awesome. You'll love to see it. All right. Green. 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 Again. Go get Cub. Hello. How much mana is this? 8? Sure. So I can tap everything, right? Doesn't that work? Green, 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 green. Oh, I can't do X equals 8. I can do X equals 7, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can do X equals 5. So we'll just do 4. Why not? That leaves 2. She gets this. Goes and gets 2 things, which I'll take the resolve. I'll take another barb, right? Then you tap for green and you play resolve. You put it over here and you fight you. Yes. Pay ward. Easy. Never didn't have it. Haha. This comes over here. It's not even a fight, it's a bite. It is a bite. So well, it gets the +02 +2. That it is a fight. Anyway, they have nothing. I have everything. GG's. When it comes to Badger Mole Cub, I just want to draw them in my opening hand. Not gonna say anything else. This is fine. It is a lot of land. It is on the draw. But is there anything faster than this deck, really? The game is always over one way or the other by turn 4, isn't it? You keep up or you die. Poor Lorwyn Eclipsed, getting kicked around by a badger mole. Although formidable speaker, you know, it's his new best buddy, just to go find badger mole more, just to make sure that you always have a badger mole if you need it. Let's see if red can keep up. What you got, red deck? Shock's a good magic card. Maybe they have a lot of shocks. Okay. Makes the Riddler a little worse. Wow. This is a nice razor kitten. You better be able to kill 2 badger moles next turn or this is gonna go crazy. That said, we don't have a way to tutor up Hoof, and we have a Riddler that just draws into Needlehead, so that's not very good. The deck doesn't have Ouroboros. That's a really good card against the red decks. So we do have to draw Rhythm. Good choice. Let's go. Oh, wow. They grew the claw. So both cubs are untapping. All right. Big draw. It's not really what we wanted, is it? Nope. No, it is not. So I think what we should do first... as much as it hurts, is draw another card. We could play these out to draw more, but I don't really want that. Okay, that's something. We don't have the red mana though, so we got a little bit here. And I'm not blocking with a badger mole cub. May as well be attacking with a badger mole cub. We're at 9. Let's see if they can finish the job here. We didn't draw a Rhythm, we didn't draw a Speaker, so we weren't able to hoof on time. Does red still have the ability to just jump through one little window and win the game? Thinking. We're effectively at 6, right? From Needlehead. Double Claw. If we're at 6, we're probably double blocking. Wow, play their land. Took them a while. It's hard being a red deck, man. You gotta think so much now. I don't love this, but I don't think we can go any lower and expect anything good to happen for us in any way. Definitely reduces our Cub's ability. Okay. We go to 5. We go to 4. I gotta kill the Needlehead. Bang. Alright. Now that that's dead, gotta make blue. Play Riddler. And gotta draw good. That's not good. Block, block, block. We have 2 blockers and we take 2 damage. So we are, in fact, dead. Man, nasty flood. Ouchies. On the play, this can't be fast enough. Better. Still not great. Green, blue. I guess I put land away. Okay. I guess that's the fun thing about Riddler, though, is you get that mana. You get your hand nice and low on mulligans, it refills it, and you make mana with the polluter. But let's see what we draw. That's not what we needed. Is what we got rid of. All right. Draw. Ugh. Not good. This is a very bad start. Okay, that's a counterspell of some kind, right? Gotta be. No More Lies is a magic card. Yeah. You get a Riddler countered. Oh, they don't have one? That's pretty cool. I think we dropped Rhythm. This is going to be a Riddler matchup, I'm pretty sure. But how do you not get the Cub? You get the Cub. You at least get a Cub in circulation. It's possible I'm supposed to go double Riddler there into triple Riddler. We'll see. But if they cage here, they get the Pollinators. Nothing. Okay. One. Two, yeah, let's see what happens. In response. 3 steps ahead, yep. Okay. So now riddle up. Grind them out. Hoof. It's a little too expensive, buddy. Crap. Not the draw you want at all. I mean, I'd have settled for another land. There's your Star Cage. So I can Rhythm for 1. I can Rhythm for 2. I guess that's a Cub. Or I can cast Riddler itself. I think we cast Riddler itself. Reload. Go hard. Can we grind with the control decks? I feel like we can. Quantum Riddler. It's a lot to mess with. All that to do nothing. Bravo. We don't want to allow them a turn off to draw a bunch of cards. That's what we have to be really careful about. So we want to keep their counter spells coming, which feels weird, but it's true. We don't just want to run the Riddler into one, though. We want to get our hand size down again. So let's go green cub. Resolves. All right, awaken this. Lots of mana. Green, untap, green. Go for 3. Can I do that? We also want to keep attacking them. Is that enough? It's these two. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Full control? I need to use the blue mana. There we go. 1, 2, 3. So I'll go for 2. Counter? They have to be afraid that it might be like a voice of victory or something. They let it go. Wow. I thought they'd have to counter that. What do I know? All right. Well, if they're going to do it like that, I think I just have to get more cub. Pressure. Take a chunk out of them. And all right, well, is this a consult? I hope not, but probably. They've had open mana for the whole turn and done nothing. Oh, they have no consult there? That's big for us, I think. Yeah, I think it means that they're going to wrath the board, but that's okay. Your cage. You blew up your own cage. Maniac. And we draw a speaker. We draw a speaker, do we? I could discard the hoof, but we're getting close to where it could just come over and win. The thing is, they probably have another board wipe. Speaker plays around cage. Hoof to the bin. Go get more riddles. Blue here. Riddler. Just grind them out. That's the strategy. Just grind them to dust. Another elf. Make them wrath the board, and then you just drop more riddlers. If they hit land drop, wrath, they have no more lies for Riddler, then they're in business, right? But they just have Besa. Okay. They go up to 14. They do have mana open for a Riddler. Play around no more lies, as well as have mana up to the best of our ability. Okay, they have to use a 3 steps there. That's pretty good for us. Not having the hoof to tutor from the deck is pretty bad. Don't love that. We've got them down to 2 cards. They weren't able to draw off either of their 3 steps. Yep. And now they're attacking with Anchorage. Come on, how many non-No More Lies counter spells do you have? They can't have like 3 or 4 3 steps ahead, right? If they did, they wouldn't do this. It's a tell that they don't have it, because otherwise they'd have their mana up to draw cards with their 3 steps. So they're in trouble. And then we hopefully get some Mockingbirds. Easy. All right, so Mockingbird right now copying Quantum Riddler gets No More Lied, so we should hold. We could play out a Weaver. Yeah, we want to keep playing cards to the battlefield. If they do something with the Riddler, we can copy the Speaker. Not really a reason to use their Demolition Field, especially when I'm a Cub deck. But let's see if they do it anyway. Some people believe in deck thinning. Like, a lot. Forest is gone. It's okay. I've got plenty of land here. Fountain Port. All right. Slow, grindy games of Magic. I remember when those existed. Cub. Oh my gosh, that's so much mana. Potentially so much mana. Let's go for it. I'm gonna miss that Crater Hoof. They might miss that Demolition Field. We'll see. Okay, so the idea is copy Riddler or Speaker. Have to take Split Up into account somewhat. Or is it 4? I think it's, yeah, you pay 4. Why is it trying to tap? Oh, yeah, that's right. Because this will untap. Wow. Okay. Keep drawing. Woo! You love to see it. Yeah. Blue, I guess. This. And then I think I just warp this, because why not? Forgot to float the mana. Gotta get used to that. Oh my lord. Okay. Make red. Up here. So how many colors do I have? Green, blue. Right, I can deal 4 damage to something with the Prodigy. It is too bad I cannot deal more. And it's just a 1/1? I mean, that's not great. And we do have a hand that's just land now. Maybe I do hold this. See what you got. I have a feeling they're going to wrath the board anyway. Oh, I already played my land. Yeah. Yeah. Well, like I said, they're probably going to wrath the board anyway. Time isn't really on our side. We're doing a good job with the Riddlers, but we're running low. And now we're flooding out. But let's get their life total nice and low, facing double Riddler, so they do have to wrath. But man, this hand is bad. This hand is really bad. Hi, can I warp now, please? Weird. They had the ability to counter that turn. They might have just drawn that, actually. They're third, 3 steps ahead. Pretty nice. Yeah, now I don't think we're gonna win. I think they're gonna blow up this board and take over. They'll probably counter the Riddler on its way back down. And then we're just out. What a flood. We drew all those cards just to have nothing. Well, that's something. Now they can't counter the Riddler on the way back down. That means they never found the Wrath. They already used an Ultima and a Cage. So what else do they run? They might have 1 or 2 Ultimas, 1 or 2 Day of Judgment, and they're looking at the top 10 of their library. That's the first Consult. That's probably the best thing for us, is that they haven't had this card earlier, or stock up. But man, drawing that Prodigy, discarding, going back to this Hoof, man, discarding this might have been a huge mistake. The idea that maybe they tap out to wrath the board and then I get in with like 1 or 2 creatures and Hoof in a late game scenario. I just don't have like a haste threat here. Interesting. Actually, if they make another Beza, I want my life total lower than theirs. Okay. Still got the Riddlers. And now I have a dragon. A very large dragon. What do I do with this dragon? They have mana left for a counterspell. Aww. Swing? I'm trying. We gonna get lost? Okay, that's nice. We're a little nervous. All right, we should use the maps while we can, which leaves us the mana for the dragon. The dragon can remove the Beza entirely, so they can't clone it in the future, and it can bounce Star Cage, which forces them to play it again and gives me back all this, but that doesn't really achieve anything. They just have to play it again. What else could we do? We could bounce the Riddler, just keep drawing, and then there's a 6/7 for them to cope with. I mean, it's not a bad thing to make them play Star Cage again, and yeah, they can make a lot of robots with this, with the right amount of mana. Then again, we can also use it to get a Cub token, but I don't know how to get them to tap out. That's the problem. How do I get them to tap out? All right, well. I kind of want the Riddler back. I'm not gonna lie. And draw a card with it. Sure. It's a mockingbird, that's right. Okay, lands. Rhythm, we'll keep that. Now we're cooking. Card's been missing a little bit. It's 2 creatures in 1 from our deck, which is awesome. I wonder why they kept the token Beza. Obviously, if they got the real one back to hand here, they'd feel good about it. They have their own dragon. Interesting. 6/7 backed by 2 cards. Do I try to bounce their dragon and get countered? I can also Mockingbird for 6. I think we start with a cub. I do have to watch my life total. This is 9 points that can swing in. Tough one. Really tough one. And you gotta admit, they must have like no more lies, right? They must. I have no more cubs. Ooh, well, I gotta reach. Tough game, tough game. I mean, do they just have double removal spell now? This Prodigy really didn't do its job, did it? Not today. Still waiting. No reason to put this out unless we want to talk about killing fish. Well, that's a reason. Of course, now I might be able to kill it if I survive. I wonder why the Scry. I guess they just need a removal spell if their last card is removal. Did they really never draw a spell snare or... Okay, I guess stock up on top. That's probably game. Oh, it just takes so long for them to find it, though. Makes my hair go crazy. Seems good. What do they need to get lost? No, that won't do it. Another dragon? Another dragon would do it. They don't seem to have it. They found the line. You attack with your creature. Okay. And they probably just have a counterspell to make sure I can't come back. But we'll give it a try. So much open mana. Start here. Okay. No targets for Seam Rip in that deck. Makes it kind of tough. I have an explosive prodigy. Go to 3. Another Weaver. It has to be a No More Lies. What else could it be? Told ya. That'll do. Ah, frustrating. Thank you to the sponsors of today's video, CoolStuffInc.com. Use the promo code CGB5 to get a discount there and get a free CovertGoBlue token with your order. And thank you also to Dragon Shield. Use the link in the description and the promo code CGB5 at Dragon Shield to get a discount and support the channel at the same time. Thanks for watching this video. You stayed till the end. That's the #1 thing you can do to help my channel. So top it off, hit like, hit subscribe, and as always, you're cool.